Check futures. Here we go on a Tuesday morning. We're looking at quite a lot of red. The Dow down 140, NASDAQ down 73 at this point. Greg Swenson joins me this morning. We're going to talk about the markets together. I want to talk about interest rates. Will the Fed help Biden by lowering interest rates before November? Is the Fed politicized?
I don't think so. I think there's risk of that, and we'll see. But it's too late, really. And the issue is not just economic growth, because most of the economic numbers are good. They're not sustainable because it's driven by government spending. So it's not real growth, but it is growth nonetheless. It's the inflation that's too sticky. It's the inflation they have to deal with. So I think they will. And by the way, inflation is, the number one or number two top issue for the election. So I don't think they're going to worry too much about GDP numbers and try to stimulate. I think they have to think about inflation. And also remember, the fiscal policy is almost in direct conflict with the monetary policy. It's free spending, statism in the government, a larger role for the government in the economy, and it's destructive.
I think of Biden as anti-business.
Yeah,
you cover the markets.
Yeah.
Why is Biden anti-business?
Two reasons. One is he's economically illiterate. So the nice way to argue would be, okay, he's a Keynesian. He thinks that government spending is good. But I think it's worse than that. He's really in the pocket of the progressive wing of his party. You see that with open borders. You see it with economic policy. All of his so-called successes have been massive government spending programs. That creates scarcity. Scarcity leads to dependency. That's what they want. The second reason is he's got this new coalition. Todd was mentioning that, young people are sort of breaking away from support for the Democrats or for Biden. The old coalition was young people and identity groups, minorities, African Americans, Hispanics. Now you've got this new coalition of super rich, and they're not bothered by inflation. Food prices up 20% really isn't going to change your life if you're a Silicon Valley executive, right? And so it's a combination of this super wealthy and the poor dependent who are on the government payroll or they're on government benefits. And that's the coalition now. And so he doesn't care about the actual working economy and the private sector.
Okay, and the election is in November. Greg Swenson, thanks for joining us.
Good to be here.
Appreciate
Thanks,
it.
Stuart.
See you later.